FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
Because unfortunately where the sun tends to shine the most reliably is in the middle of a desert, not near anybody, and where you have the biggest opportunity because wind power requires a big geographic footprint. That tends, again, to be in places where you don't have a lot of people and there's no transmission line there. Our infrastructure, our energy infrastructure is badly in need of repair no matter what. Even if we didn't add another kilowatt of power, we've got to do something about it because it's really getting to be at the crisis point. But you even talk to environmentalists and they will tell you that, well, we've seen it. When there was an attempt to put a wind farm off Nantucket and it was in some people's view who were big environmentalists, they were able to stop it. I won't name the names, but I think everybody knows who they were. They were able to stop it, and they do tend to be in flyways, and birds don't look the same when they come through a windmill on one side as they did going into it. That's not to say we don't need wind power. We do, and we can, and we must. But I think we have to be careful not to get overly enthusiastic about being able to solve all our problems with these. It will be a mix. But transmission, having been a governor during the time when they were trying to site a transmission line, a natural gas, NIMBY is alive and well everywhere, and people will fight these things. So again, it doesn't mean you don't do it, and with a national energy policy, it may help us to get some of this done because it may get people to understand that this is not a problem of one community. It's a problem for the entire region, the state and the nation.
NIMBY, let me just tell people, NIMBY is not in my backyard. There's someone else who has offered another version of that, which is banana. Right. Build absolutely nothing anywhere near anything.
I was going to contribute that and let everybody know that we just did a review of what energy projects have been proposed over the last 2 years. 244 energy projects have been stopped because of litigation, and 65 of those were renewable. And so we've got a plague in our country of bananaism, which we really need to get beyond to have any new builds, whether it be renewables or conventional. And that really is an important thing that I think we could coalesce around and find a way to move forward, because otherwise we can't run a 21st century economy on a 20th century energy infrastructure.
Jim, there's a partial answer here, which is Germany has something called a feed-in tariff. Another 40 countries have followed it. It has a strange name because it's a translation from the German. But what it is a guarantee that individuals and companies will be able to sell up to about 20 megawatts, a small to medium-sized facility worth, of renewable power to utilities for a lengthy period of time, usually 20 years. What that has done is produced a situation where Germany, about a quarter the size of the U.S., has 6 times the solar of the United States. There's more solar power on one building, a big building, 2 megawatts in Germany, than in the entire state of Florida or the entire state of Texas. The Germans are doing this right, and they are building small to medium-sized facilities that it would in the United States, feed into the distribution grid, which is basically the wooden poles outside your house. It's not the big steel system, which is the transmission grid. And these are small local facilities on farmers' roofs, that kind of thing. And the Germans have it right. We ought to pay attention.